Hello, welcome back to Al Talks. In today's episode, I have a lot of stuff to discuss. Uh, Hold on, what's this? Live transmission. What the hell is this?
Hello, Alex. This is Dog Roy. Dog Roy. And I'm here to let you know that me mother does be sitting back in her chair at night listening to your radio
Oh,
show, flicking her bean. And she's a very discerning lady, so you can put that in your CV.
well, thank you, Dog Roy's mother, for listening. And there was a hack done by Dog Roy, just like he hacked Alec Jig Burns' podcast, Le Chats, a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how Dog Roy got into my system. Um, but I suppose thank you for listening, Dog Roy's mother. Um, but anyway, uh, on with the show, I suppose. Yeah. So just get organized. There we go. Anyway, so like I said, I have a lot of news to tell you. Some really big news, and I'll get straight to it. So I did, like as I was saying, I took a couple of days off work and I was in Dublin. I was gigging a lot. I did 3 gigs. It was a bit of a mix up on the Thursday, so I didn't get to do Crash and Burn, but I did the N2O, Melinda's club in Dublin. So on the Tuesday, because like I said, I had no gigs on Tuesday, giggles. I wasn't on that week, and the club up the north is booked out that I'd applied to do a spot in. So anyway, so I'll talk about those. So my comedy week, should we say, started off on Monday. I did the Circle Session. The Circle Sessions is an open mic. It's a general open mic. Well, all open mics are open mics, but anyway. So there's musicians, there's poets. There's actually a lot of poetry. It was nice to hear poetry because, I haven't um, listened to many poems or read any poems in school, so it was kind of nice to be exposed to that again. Some of them were very good, and a lot of them were very funny. um, so yeah, I get down to circle sessions. Just write your name down and goes into a cup, and whoever gets pulled out goes up on stage. And the circle sessions, there's no microphone, so basically just use your voice. Um, I've not that I've done comedy without a mic before, so it wasn't a big deal. I actually said that when I got up on stage, um, which got a lot of laughs, even though I was being serious. Sometimes I say serious things and I get a lot of laughs, but anyway. And what was I going to say? Yeah, so the circus session starts, and Seamus is the guy who runs it. He said, I'm gonna call up to the stage a name I haven't seen here before, and he calls my name out. So I go up on stage and I do. It's 5 minute spot. So can't remember what jokes I did, to be honest. Um, but yeah, it went well. Really enjoyed it. Um, got to practice a bit. You know, one of my new bits that I've written a couple of weeks ago. So that was good. Really enjoyed that. And what else can I think of? So that was the Monday. Like really good fun. Like I said, there's music there, there's poetry there. It's the same place. It was in the International Bar, and it's the same room that they use for the Comedy Cellar and their comedy shows at the weekends. I actually went that this same week to a comedy show there on Thursday, which was really fun. But I'll talk about that. So that was the Monday. On the Tuesday, then I was doing uh, the open mic at the Black Sheep, which is part of Melinda's NTO Dublin Comedy Club night. That was really fun. It was interesting because there was a person there from Russia, which is where I'm from, and yeah, well, like I mean, it was really good fun. So again, real like lovely crowd. Got to meet a lot of nice comedians. We all having a great time. A couple of people there that night that I knew beforehand as well. And what else can I think of? No, I mean, I did get well, kind of heckled. This guy was because I was doing a bit about Russia, how the area that I lived in was really rough, and like, and this guy, he he decided to give input, and I had to kind of cut it short. As like, look, we'll talk about it after the show because you only have 5 minutes up there, and I just wanted to use my time. But other than that, it was fine. I enjoyed my time up there. It was really good room. I liked it. Actually recorded a podcast with Melinda that week as well, so that'll be out. That's next week's podcast for the 80th episode. Can you believe it's 80 episodes already? Because it's kind of surreal to me. But then, so that was Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night, I was doing. I was back in the Halfpenny Bridge Inn, the place where I started comedy, which I consider my comedy home. And I mean, it like on the Wednesdays there's a open mic called, but there's also a competition there called box comedy. So the winner wins whatever's in the box, which is €15. But and it's usually €15 and something random. Uh, the host put in, which are the hosts of it are the guys from the Shy Talk Irish History podcast, Kevin and Jason. I will have them on the podcast some stage in the future. We try to record during the week that I was in Dublin, but didn't work out. The guys are busy and stuff. So, but anyway, that'll be some stage in the future. But um, I narrowly lost the competition. John Joe won it that night. Um, well done to him. He had really, really good bits. I mean, it was such an enjoyable crowd. I mean, packed room. A lot of tourists about, so it was kind of interesting. There's people there from Iceland, which I don't think I've ever performed in front of people from Iceland before. That was interesting, and I think that's about it. And then this week, um, the podcast. What will be this week? Oh yeah. So this because, like I said, this is from last week, and then this week, someone who actually started out. Well, she had started out comedy beforehand, but I remember her from the Halfpenny Bridge in days. Brilliant comedian by the name of Saoirse Smith. She was organising a comedy night for Disability Pride and Power Festival. Um, so she needs a couple of people dropped out, so she needed, I think 2 comedians to go down. So I sent her a message and said I'd be more than happy to come down and do it because I have to come up with new material for. I will reveal now. This I mean, this is huge news. I'm doing the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this year. Yeah, I'm still in shock at the fact that I got it. I applied for a couple of shows because I'm going there last weekend of the Fringe. I'm there, last weekend, there Friday to Monday, 26th, 29th, and on the 27th, there's two cats fighting outside. But on the 27th, I'm doing a 10-minute spot at a show called Europe's Most Wanted, which is about comedians who travel around Europe and stuff. And is that correct? Yeah. I thought there was one of the settings was broken. But anyway, yeah, I'm doing the Edinburgh Fringe this year. To be honest, I'm quite blown away because I genuinely thought like when the first time I'd be going to the Edinburgh Fringe would be with my solo show, but that's still work in progress. That'll probably be another year or so before that's anywhere ready. Because year and a half, maybe 2 years, we'll see. But anyway, the fact that I get to perform at one of the biggest and most legendary comedy festivals in the world is amazing, and I'm very overwhelmed. So I have to come up with new material, which, as I was saying, I practiced some of that on Wednesday when I was at the Disability Power Ireland's comedy night. Um, the like there was so many good comedians on that night. I'm really happy at the fact that I got to go down and do it, and uh, I'm just completely blown away at the fact I'm performing at the Edinburgh Fringe this year. Just it's crazy, like it really is crazy. um, I think that's about it for news. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, that's all I have in my notes. Yeah, so like I said, next week's episode would be the guest episode 80 with Melinda Pereira, who is the creator of the N2 Comedy Club, both in Vienna and Dublin. And that's about it. Yeah, I'm doing the Edinburgh Fringe this year. Ooh. Also, before I go, I'd like to advertise this, which is my sticker for the podcast. You can buy one if you would like to support me. They cost €2.50 each euro, and so if you send me a message on my social media or send me a message on my social media or email me, I'll get one out to you. But yeah, so like to be honest, if you told me like 3 years ago when I started comedy that I'd be doing the Edinburgh Fringe within 3 years, I would have told you no way, you're full of shit, you're lying. But I am doing it. I will, by the way. Like I'm gonna have to figure out how Dogger got into the system, but that was a strange transmission. But Dogger is very crafty and he can slip into crooks and crannies. But anyway, if you want to listen to more of Dog's Roy's content, I will put a link to his YouTube channel in the description. And I did an interview for Dog Roy's website as well, so you can find that on my link tree if you go to my Instagram. Which my link tree as description will have. I put my link tree in the description every time I upload a podcast anyway, and I think that's about it. I mean, I can't think of anything else. But yeah, anyway, thanks for listening, and like I said, I'm just blown away by the fact I'm doing the Fringe. Really excited. I've got a couple of weeks to practice, come up with another 10 minutes of material. Well, about 8 really. But I'm glad that joke that I tried out for the Fringe worked. So on Wednesday when I tried out, so next couple of weeks I'm gonna try and get as many shows and try and do as many open mics and get ready for the Edinburgh Fringe. But anyway, that's this week's podcast. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I should see you all next week. Bye.